All right, y'all, let's go. Hey, y'all. Woo, child, we on the way. It took me so long to get out of my neighborhood. Oh, don't let this be an indicator of my day, okay? Y'all, this lady, because I know it's a lady, I see her in front of me, did not proceed through the light. So now guess what's in front of us again? Another freaking cement truck. But anywho, I'm on the way, and I thank y'all so much again for reaching out and covering me, giving me your prayers, and let me know that I and everybody is in your prayers to stay safe and everything. So yes, y'all, I'm going into the day with an open mind, but continuing to be safe and social distance. I've changed the way my masking is going to be because I have experienced, like I said, some breakouts since last week. So I'm gonna put one of the cloth masks on next to my skin, and then on top it's gonna be one of the, you know, the masks that's supposed to have the stuff on it, like the antibacterial or whatever. And then I got my face shield, okay? So I got my gloves, I got my child, everything. I even packed a little sea breeze and a little spray bottle in case I need to wipe my face down. So that is why I have these Sephora wipes, okay? In case I need to wipe down my face or hands or whatever, you know, just, hey, I am going to be as safe as I can since they got me out here. And like I told y'all, it's day by day, minute by minute, okay? But anywho, we on the way, y'all. I'll turn the camera back on maybe when I get in the parking lot. Like, oh, my scent of the day, y'all. I put on my Wonder Woman. Okay, House of Sillage. I got the Wonder Woman on. So I'll try to incorporate that into my daily check-ins. And also, makeup, I don't have on very much. I have on a little sample, what is this? Moisturizer from La Mer. Child, it was a sample. I don't have no bottle of La Mer nowhere. Okay. Oh my goodness, y'all. Up ahead, I see a train. I have 15 minutes to go. And if you've known me in past vlogs and like before the shutdown, I used to run into this issue on a regular basis, a train at rush hour in the morning. I'm like, okay, really? Y'all, I can't even get out this freaking car. Here's a kid standing at my car. Wait a minute, I gotta put my mask on. I wanna say something right now, but you know I can't. You may have to go to the front door, but school is not going to open until about, is it 8:10? So you got a little while to wait, okay? Y'all, see, this is what I'm talking about, getting here early. I ain't trying to answer no questions. And these are parents who trying to go to work, and they want to drop their kids off early. But who gonna watch your kid, okay? See, this is why I don't like coming to work early. You know what I'm saying? On time is good enough. It's hard enough. But getting here early, it's like you bear the responsibility of being a PR person, answering admin type questions when parents want to drop their kids off and they gotta go to work. You hear that? He got to go to work, okay? Work. Somebody waiting on him. Somewhere, somebody need him right now. But that's what I'm saying. I don't want to get nowhere and be early to do more work, extra work. I do enough work, okay? I do enough work. I don't know who he gonna see when he get up in there, but it ain't gonna be me, okay? It ain't gonna be me. I barely made it, okay? So if you got kids, if you can keep your kid at home, I'm serious. Not for selfish reasons, but keep your child at home. If you got someone, family members, safe, trusted family members, or you, don't send your child back to school right now, because especially with me being middle schoolers do dumb stuff. I'm just gonna say the hormones will kick in, and they was like, playing little games. It might be take your mask off or do this. Let's try. If you can keep your child at home, please keep your child at home. If you have the option to work from home, do not come out in these streets because it ain't ready, okay? But anywho, let me try to get myself together because that just startled me. I'm like, sugar, honey, iced tea. Okay, y'all. Woosah, he can't even get in because they're not letting him in and his daddy gone. You see what I'm saying? There is no before care here. Listen, it's already started. I see several kids lingering around, not social distancing, parents in the lane. Do not drop your kid off early. If they tell you school open up at 8:10, don't drop your kid off at 7:45. Nobody is going to be responsible for watching the children. There is no before care here, you know, and there's no aftercare. And I know being a parent, you're trying to work, but it's so much put on educators, you know, and then our hands are tied at the same time. You got so much, hold you up, tear you down, you know, it's that seesaw teasering crap. But anywho, I see the folks going in, but let me go in, y'all. Okay. Ooh, child, please let this day calm down. I've said my prayers. Y'all have prayed for me. But cover me for real because it's about to be something, okay? Bye, y'all. And I'm going to update y'all tonight. Okay, y'all. I'm in here. Temperature was 96.8 or 98.6 or something like that. But anywho, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to check my email. I think I left my Lysol at home. I don't see it, but I need to search my bag, but I don't see my Lysol. I think I got a little corner of one in here. Let me check. Okay. Okay, I got a taste that I had before we shut down for spring break. So I got a little bit, because I'm telling y'all, I have always been that girl who was, you know, prepared. But anywho, let me calm myself down, okay, and peep out the window. Hey y'all, I don't know what this footage is gonna look like because it was just not acting right earlier. I don't know what the footage from this morning looked like, but I made it through Monday, y'all. So you will see that before I could even get out the car, a kid was knocking on my door of my car, flagging. I was like, can you get away from my car, you know? So anyway, y'all, so got into the building and I mean, I was a bundle of nerves, okay? I don't know what nobody else was feeling, but I was feeling. I don't know how many kids showed up or, you know, came back, but the day was a lot better. Today was a lot better than I anticipated, you know. I guess the only hiccup was, honestly, for me at the end of the day, I didn't know that we didn't have a meeting in the huddle on the team because my phone is acting crazy. My phone is acting so weird. It is not ringing some calls. It is not texting. And then somebody will say, I text you. I'm like, I ain't getting no notification, you know, even if the phone is on, like, ring out loud or whatever. So some kind of setting, probably with an update, that has changed whether my calls and texts come through to me or not. Kind of like it was back at the call center days, right? And so I've got to figure out what's happening because they had sent a text saying that we didn't have a huddle. Well, I didn't know we didn't have a huddle. And I'm sitting up in there asking questions, you know. They were like, you didn't get no text? I'm like, look, I am not the person to be, you know, not paying attention to important stuff. But, you know, I didn't know. So I looked. I'm like, oops, there it was. But I had checked email. Didn't think to check the text, right? But anywho, no huddle today. So, but y'all, wearing a bra is about to snuff me out, okay? I don't know if it's, maybe I'm gaining some weight across the back, not the front, but it's like, oh, child, I can't wait to unhook this thing. Last week I had on like one of the little stretchy sports bras, and it was about to choke me. I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all. Ooh, I can't just let them go out, you know, hang out. But anywho, but someone came to visit me again today. Another man, y'all. Let me tell you, I used to get in so much, not trouble, but people accusing me of, ooh, all the men be coming to see you. Well, I got 40 jobs and men who over the department to come into the building, you know, to see me. But if people would just mind their own business, you know what I'm saying? A and B selection. But anywho, this man came to see me today. Well, came by my office. I can't say he came designated to see me because I think he came to see somebody else. But came to me to ask me who somebody was. I'm like, man, I don't know. Okay. He was like, well, you know everything. I'm like, but I get what he's saying, but normally if people want to know something like business-wise, professionalism, how to do, where to go, who to call, it's always, well, go ask her, you know. And so I didn't know who he was talking about because I'm like, I don't know that person. So he was like, well, you know everything. And then he said some other things to me that it's like, you know what, just when you think nobody is watching, which I never think that, you know, he said something that was like an accolade that I can't tell you what he said, but it was like, wow, just when you think nobody knows, or sometimes it'll be people from the outside of your building who can come in sometimes, more than one time on a regular, and observe some things, and they'll know what's up. They know what's up. And so he said something to me, and it meant a lot to me. This is someone who's taught me everything I know about networking. I mean, not just networking in your house. I'm talking about networking on a network for a corporate, okay, or school networking. Taught me everything I know. And that is how I used to get in trouble all the time, having people call on me for stuff because I knew how to do stuff that the average person, didn't know how to do, and if they did know how to do it, they wasn't gonna do it, okay? But this person taught me so much about tech support when it wasn't my job, like I said, networking, and so much more, and I appreciate it because it in turn has made me, I'll say, valuable. Not that I'm not valuable, but I mean like in terms of adding value to an organization. Yeah. And then I had a good talk with my principal, and so I got some clarity on some things, and I'm, you know, clear about a lot of other things. And so today was good. So I do appreciate everybody who has kept me covered and in their prayers. Listen, I feel better, y'all. I did not have quite the anxiety that I anticipated, y'all. I honestly, without being too far, I expected to be living in the toilet, okay, just throwing up or something, you know. Speaking of toilets, y'all, I had to go into the restroom, okay. You know, I got my restroom lock around shoes that I change out of. Y'all, when I went down the hall, I'm like, where am I gonna go? Which way am I gonna go? If I go down this way, I run the chance of running into somebody, you know, and I'm like, I ain't trying to run into nobody, okay? So I said, well, let me just go back down here to this restroom and see if it's been repaired, which it had not. But I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do something that I have never done all the days and nights that I have been in that building. I went into the men's restroom. You know, it's like the break room, then it's like two inner private restrooms within the break room, you know. I would always see women go into the men's room sometimes when like the women's room restroom was occupied, and I'm like, no, I'll just wait. Child, I went up in there today. Of course, I sprayed and had my gloves and my own stuff. I was like, wow. The men's restroom was cleaner than the women's. Okay? Cleaner than the women's restroom. Now, I didn't want to touch the handles or anything, but, you know, I had to touch it with the tissue and stuff because, you know, men be, you know, you know how they do. So, I was like, okay, So if I have to go, I'll take a chance to go down there. So I'll come back maybe on Wednesday, or I might just do a wrap up on Friday, because I know it just won't be uneventful. I know it won't be, because that's just not what I expect. But my nerves were a lot better today, okay? But anywho, y'all, oh Lord, blue light special, but they passing by, okay? I'm like, oh gosh. Look, I'm just trying to make it home, okay? Just trying to make it home. I got a package from Amazon that was gonna be delivered to Whole Foods, and it's what's supposed to come to tomorrow. And I got a notice that it's supposed to come. It was out for delivery today. I'm like, look, if it's not been dropped off at the Whole Foods by the time I clock out of here, because it's in the opposite direction from where I'm going this way this time, because you can get home 4 or 5 different ways, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, look, if I don't get the notice that it's been delivered, I'm not going that way, because that way I can run into all kinds of traffic. And of course I got a notice that there was like a pile up on the interstate. I'm on the, the main expressway, and I'm like, you know what, and it'll have, spillover onto the street route, so I'm like, not going that way. But anywho, y'all, I'm a little jittery because my nerves are now starting to just like calm down for real, like, okay, you can woosah now, today is over. But anywho, I thank y'all for watching, subscribing, and joining. And I do thank y'all who are interested in the custom animations for your YouTube channel. I just gotta work it out to find out how I can put them in my Etsy shop, because Etsy has some limitations as to customizable downloads. And I'm like, okay, I gotta figure it out. So I was hoping to have something ready today. I'm gonna work on it when I get home, but as soon as I can, because I don't want to be like, y'all, cash out me the money, or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna get y'all situated, okay? So I got you covered. I just gotta figure out how to get it to you, like downloading it. I opened up a new Gmail account the other night, so I probably have enough, what do you call it, Google Docs or Google something. Y'all, I'm telling you, where you put the stuff in this Google Cloud or whatever, and you got like 15 gigabytes of storage with the child, you know what I'm talking about. I'll annotate it here. But yeah, so I'll find a way, y'all, to get it done before this week is out for sure. I'm hoping to have a way to connect with y'all so that you can get your graphics for your YouTube. I'm gonna, like I said, just start with like 1 or 2, and then I can branch out because I'm able to do more. And it's so interesting because I've always done this work, but I haven't ever tried to do it for myself, because it was always, oh, do this for work, oh, do this for someone else, or but now it's a different kind of focus for me, and I'm putting me first, y'all. Why is my screen so dark? You see what I'm saying? Y'all, I don't know what's going on with this camera, but anywho, let me shut this thing out. Is it gonna act right in the shade? Look at that. I don't know. Anyway, bye, y'all. Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all. I was at my desk and I was about to go to the restroom, okay, getting all ready to prepare for that battle. And my phone rang, my cell phone. And so I had it in my hand so I could see that somebody was calling. So I'm like, hello. And the person was like, chit chat. Did you take the vaccine? I'm like, I'd rather not discuss that. So then they go on to tell me their status, whether they took it or not. I'm like, well, say that then. Don't be asking me right off what I did. I'm like, man, people always be trying to get me sometimes, y'all. That's why I am the way that I am. But, it is what it is.